Hello everyone, welcome to MAXGE broadcasting loop. My name is Amy. This is my partner Michelle.
Hello, my name is Michelle.
Nice to see you online. As you know, this year is very special because of the corona situation, so we all cannot go to Guangzhou to attend the Canton Fair and meet you face to face. But through this online show, we will let you know more about our company and our products. Firstly, let me introduce our company. Our company name is MAXGE Electric, located in Deqing, Zhejiang Province. Here is a beautiful city and have very convenient transportation. It will take 2.5 hours to Shanghai and 1 hour to Hangzhou Airport. We are the manufacturer for the low voltage products including the MCB, RCCB, RCBO, MCCB, isolator, connector, and so on. We can do the OEM, ODM as per the customer's request. We do hope the corona situation will recover soon. So if you are interested in our products, you can come to our factory for a visit and know more details about MAXGE. Now Michelle will have an introduction on one of our main breakers to you, MCCB series product.
Now it's my pleasure to introduce one of the popular product MCCB to you. MCCB series products have 4 big ranges: thermal and magnetic adjustable type, electronic type, ELCB type, and smart recloser type. First is thermal and magnetic MCCB. It is available with thermal and magnetic fixed type, thermal adjustable and magnetic fixed type, both thermal and magnetic adjustable type. It has 5 frame size: SGM3 125, SGM3 160, SGM3 250, SGM3 400. Let's see the ratings and the specifications for SGM3 125 frame size. The rated current from 16 ampere to 125 ampere for fixed type, 32 ampere to 125 ampere for adjustable type. For this frame size MCCB, before it's only reached to 100 ampere at the most, but MAXGE increased its current up to 125 ampere. It is both 3-pole and 4-pole available. The short circuit breaking capacity can up to 36 kA. The rated insulation voltage is 690. It is available with thermal and magnetic fixed type, thermal adjustable type, and magnetic fixed type, both thermal and magnetic adjustable type. You can see this product with a compact size, and you can choose both magnetic and thermal adjustable type, so it is very convenient to use. Next, let's see the 160 free size. The rated current from 16 ampere to 160 ampere. For this frame size MCCB, before it's only reached to 125 ampere at the most, but MAXGE can increase its current up to 160 ampere. It is both 3-pole and 4-pole available. The short circuit breaking capacity can up to 50 kA. The rated insulation voltage is 800. It is available with thermal and magnetic fixed type, thermal adjustable and magnetic fixed type. Then is the 250 frame size. Compared to 160 frame size MCCB, there are only 1 parameter different. The rated current for 250 frame size can make from 100 ampere to 250 ampere for thermal and magnetic fixed type and thermal adjustable magnetic fixed type.
Now let me introduce the slide of this, the SGM3-400 and up to 630. It is the same frame. Before it is only up to the rating at 400 ampere, but now we increased to 630 ampere. And so this rated current can from 225 ampere to 630 ampere. And it is 3-pole and 4-pole available. The best one is the short circuit breaking capacity can up to ICU 100 kA. And the reference temperature can both on the 40 degree and 55 degree. Here you can have 3 choices on this frame. One choice is for the thermal and magnetic fixed. The second is thermal adjustable but magnetic fixed. The third one is both thermal and magnetic adjustable. You can see this picture. This the same size from 400 ampere to 630 ampere, and with the high breaking capacity ICU 100 kA, and both magnetic and thermal adjustable. You can choose like the thermal adjustable from 0.8 to 1.0, and the magnetic adjustable from 8 to 12 IN. Now let's introduce for the next one is SGM3 800. This is similar like the 400 with the big size and up to 800 ampere. 3-pole and 4-pole is available, and breaking capacity can up to ICU 100 K. It is same. You can have the 3 choice on thermal and magnetic fixed, and only thermal adjustable, and both adjustable for your exact requirement. This slider is for the breaking capacity. Select. You can see here in the left side is our item code from SGM3 125 frame to SGM3 800 frame, and the right side is as per the different breaking capacity. You can choose the L type, M type, and H type as per your exact request. Now let's move to the intelligent molded cathode breaker. Totally we have main 2 types on this. One is the MCCB, electronic MCCB with LCD display, and the second one is with the button display. Now let's make sure to introduce you on the different frames.
The first is SGM3E-160 frame size. The rated current is 160 ampere, and the rated current can be adjusted for 100 to 160 ampere. Its breaking capacity is divided into L and M type. L type is ICU 35 Ka and ICS 22 Ka. The M type is ICU 50 Ka and ICS 35 Ka. Its reference temperature is 40 degree, and the rated insulation voltage is 800. Next is the SGM3E-150 ampere frame size. The rated current is 250 ampere, and the rated current can be adjusted from 100 to 250 ampere. Its breaking capacity is divided into L and M type. L type is ICU 35 Ka and ICS 22 Ka. M type is ICU 50 Ka and ICS 65 Ka. Its reference temperature is 40 degree. So next is SGM3E 400 and 630.
Okay, now let me introduce for the next ratings. Michelle introduced the SGM3E-160 and 250 is only with the electronic button display. Now let's move to the SGM3E-400 and 630. For this frame size, the rated current is 400 and 630. Also lower rating can be 250 ampere. This is both 3-pole and 4-pole available. And for this one is not only for the electronic button display, also have the LCD display. And this breaking capacity can up to ICU 100 Ka. You can see this slide. It means for the frame size, before is 400 and 630 with the different frame size. And the 630 also have the big size. And it is not too much convenient for the customers, because some customers want to have the smart side to install in the distribution box. So here they have the same frame size and both electronic button and LCD display. We also with the high breaking capacity up to 100 Ka. This one is SGM3E-800. The rated current is 800 ampere. And 3-pole and 4-pole available. The breaking capacity also up to ICU 100 Ka. Now let's see some technical specifications on the electronic MCCB, 400 ampere to 800 ampere. You can see here in this slide, they have the overload and short circuit release through microprocessor-based electronic circuit, and with the user-friendly LCD display, and all the technical parameters can be set through the LCD. This communication interface through RS485, and it is with the acute chipping, RYB phase current indicator, and we also have the remote signal and control for on-off chip reset. This is the parameter specification on the electronic MCCB. This is the button type controller. Use a rotary switch to set the protection parameters. It is the difference between the electronic button display and the LCD display. Please to be noted here, the screwdriver used should be a small flat head screwdriver. Don't stay in the middle of the two scale values when you move. This is the LCD product operation instructions. Here we are including the have the different indicators to instruct you to set the protection parameters in the LCD type controller. Our MCCB can meet the application requirement in various situations, under the low voltage and high temperature. And like the high temperature is in the Middle East, most of the countries request on the 55 degree, and it is working reliable in harsh environment. It is certified. This is the MCCB Design-internal components you can see here. In this one, like the mechanism and the moving connect, shunt chip, the PCB on the electronic MCCB. The base normally is with DMC-1 material, and the terminal screw, the LCD, drive shaft. Drive shaft is also the DMC material with the big strength, and arc chamber. Arc chamber we use with the Q235 material, and here the knob is with frame resistance material. This is the current path. The current carrying path is optimally designed to achieve low volt loss. It is better for the breaking capacity. Here I will introduce you mainly for the features and benefits on the MCCB. The first one is on the connect tip. So what we are using in the MCCB. The first is, the connect tip have two parts in the MCCB. One is in the fixed connect. The fixed connect, the silver connect tip is AGWC12C3. And another one is the moving connect. Moving connect is the silver connect tip is AGW50. So this connect tip is with high quality, and so it helps to win the high electrical life for the MCCB, and also the maximum safety against the connector welding. Also with the low connector resistance, it is better for the short circuit breaking capacity. And here you can see in this slide the fixed connect. It is the U type. The MCCB with U-type fixed connect helps to reverse the direction of current and form reverse magnetic force to push the moving connect quickly during downstream fault. This MCCB without U-shape fixed connect have slow connect opening. You can see the difference between the left side picture and the right side picture. Where is the difference? This is the current limiting characteristics. The unique speed connect system with current limiting features actuals the opening of contacts during short circuit, result in very low let-through energy. So our MCCB, as Michelle introduced, it is with the high breaking capacity. This is another important component for the arc chamber. Now let's see the arc chamber design. It helps on the high breaking capacity is achieved through the efficient and fast arc quenching. and the reduction of safety parameters to nearly zero, and increased life of installations and equipment. Here, this slide, you can see for our MCCB, not only the thermal adjustable type, also the electronic type. We have the full range of the accessories, including the internal accessories and the external accessories. Like the internal accessories like the MN, MX, OF, ST, and the externals like the extended handles, the plug-in base. Also, we have like the spread links, phase barrier, and the AC motors. Now let's see, I will introduce more about the installation design of the MCCB. This is the double installation design. The internal structure of dual installation makes it convenient for user to install accessories by themselves. I can also install the accessories by myself, just to open the middle cover and to insert the accessories and screw it. That's all. It's very convenient. And the materials out like the base and cover materials. The base material is with the DMC-1 material, and the cover like the PA66 with the frame resistance. Also with the isolation function handle. Here the arc vent design is better for the functions and performance on the MCCB. Now let's be sure to introduce the third type of our MCCB, the MCCB with ELCB.
Okay, next to move to our MCCB with ELCB type. You can see this picture. It have 5 frame size from SGM1L-100 to SGM1L-800. So next we will introduce one by one. The first is SGM1L-100. Its rate current from 10 ampere to 100 ampere and 2-pole, 3-pole, 4-pole available. Its short circuit breaking capacity up to ICU 35 Ka, and the reference temperature is 40 degrees. Next is the SGM1L-225. Its rate current from 100 ampere to 225 ampere, and 2-pole, 3-pole, 4-pole available. Its short circuit breaking capacity up to ICU 35 Ka, and the reference temperature is 40 degrees. Next is SGM1L-400. Its rate current from 225 ampere to 400 ampere, and both 3-pole and 4-pole available. Next is SGM1L-630. Its rate current from 400 ampere to 630 ampere, and both 3-pole and 4-pole available. Its short circuit breaking capacity up to ICU 50 Ka, and the reference temperature is also 40 degrees. The last is SGM1L-800. Its rate current from 630 ampere to 800 ampere, and both 3-pole and 4-pole available. Its short circuit breaking capacity up to ICU 50 Ka, and the reference temperature is 40 degrees.
Next, let's see our smart MCCB. It has LCD display and with telecommunications. It with full intelligent and has high braking capacity. Here you can see the main technical parameters for the smart MCCB: the brand, the technical data, the chip button, menu handle, LCD display, setting button, menu, and automatic change. The terminal block of our smart MCCB. Can be seen in the front of our smart. And here is the main technical parameters you can see here. Let me have simple introduction on this one. Like the rated current, it is from 125 ampere to 800 ampere, and the size is same. It is 3-pole plus neutral, and the braking capacity, the ICN is 50 and 65 Ka. The ICS is 35 and 42 Ka. The main communication is RS-485. And here the functional types. including the protection function and measurement and display, the characteristics setup. You can see all the details in this table. Now I think let's move to one video we can show you more about in our workshop.
So now we are in the MCCB workshop. So MAXGE has total 5 MCCB in the total 6 frames. The first frame is 125 ampere, second one is 160, third is 250, fourth is 400 and 630. It is a common frame. Fifth is 800 and sixth is 1250 ampere. So MAXGE has the MCCB in total all the variants like fixed type, thermal adjustable type, thermal and magnetic adjustable type, electronic type, ELCB type and the smart recloser type. So all the MCCBs we produce by ourselves, and for each type of MCCB we have a separate production line which is automatic production line, wherein all the test has been carried out automatically. So I will take you to the firstly I will take you to the 250 ampere production line. So let's go and see how we manufacture MCCB one by one, and also how we ensure the quality during the manufacturing process. Let's go and see. Now we are at the 250 ampere automatic testing line, and here you can see this is all the automatic testing line which is in U shape. The assembly starts from here and the testing does there, and all the finished products finally is packed here. So I will show you the process one by one, how we manufacture the MCCB. Let's come here. Now the first station we have here, you can see this is the drive shaft. This is the thermal magnetic group assembly. This is been produced in our welding workshop. This is the contact spring. This is one pin and this is the lower connecting rod. Now here you can see how we assemble all these parts together in the first stage of the assembly. Now we are at the second stage of the 250 ampere assembly line. Here you can see all the mechanism parts are getting assembled over the thermomagnetic group assembly. Now here you can see this is the latch, this is the connecting lever, these are the pins, this is the knob holder, and this is the mechanism. So all these parts are getting assembled here in this process. Now here we are at the third stage of the assembly, where the latch, this is the latch, these are the latch spring, and these are the some screws. These are getting assembled, and here you can see the thermal magnet group assembly is now locked with the mechanism side, and also the latch is getting installed here. Now here is the process. You can see the process very well here. Now here we are at the stage of the assembly where this complete group, thermal magnetic group assembly with the mechanism, is getting fixed in the housing. And also at this stage we are pasting the barcode over in the base side, so that we can, with respect to this barcode, we are doing the traceability of each and every test, and I will show you how it works in the next stage. Now you can see how we are doing the assembly of the thermal magnetic group assembly inside the base. Now in the earlier stage we have seen this thermal magnetic group assembly is getting fixed inside the housing, and now if you can see here there are no fixed contact. Fixed contact we will place it in the next stage, but before that we have this test station, which is the automatic test station, where we automatically check the open distance and the over travel. These two parameters are very important. This open distance parameter is very important as far as the impulse test and the high voltage test is concerned, and the over travel is very important as far as the life of electrical endurance. Then also during the short circuit, the contact pressure, means ultimately it is a temperature rise test. So all these two parameters are very important, which 100% with respect to this barcode. Here in this machine, if you see, there is a yellow color one which is a barcode scanner. This barcode scanner scans this barcode, and with respect to this barcode, then the data of the over travel and the open distance is getting saved for this test unit, and we can at any moment we can trace out what's the data for that particular MCCB. So now you can see the process how it goes. Once the MCCB is qualified for the over travel and the open distance, now in this stage we assemble the fixed contacts and after that, once we assemble the fixed contact, the next series of the test is being carried out. Now here let's see how the assembly of the fixed contact is getting done here. Now we are at the test station where our total 4 parameters are getting checked. First is the automatic on-off, second is the synchronicity, the third one is the trip force, and the fourth is the trip travel. So these 4 parameters are getting checked in this test bench. So here we check we are doing the automatic on-off for the 5 times, and we check the continuity is okay or not. The synchronicity of the moving contact is getting checked, and that should be within 0.8 mm. The trip force and trip distance, these 2 parameters are very important as far as the overload test is concerned. So here you can see this is the test parameter sheet is given by our R&D department, and all the test parameters of this sheet has been inserted inside the program of this test bench. And with respect to these parameters, then the MCCB is judged whether it is qualified or not. So now here you can see how the test is going on. Now we are standing at the testing station where the 2 parameters which are most important as far as the temperature rise test is concerned is getting checked. The first parameter is the resistance of the whole circuit, and the second parameter is the lift force. Lift force is nothing but the contact pressure. So once the MCCB which is qualified in the previous stage goes inside, again the barcode is being scanned and these 2 test parameters are getting checked automatically. And if the MCCB is disqualified, there is one station here which automatically moves here and takes out the MCCB which is the disqualified one. It only allows the MCCB which is the qualified one to the next stage. Here is the process. Now we are standing near the automatic magnetic test bench where this test is very important as far as the IEC 60947 part 1 standard is concerned. Now in this test you can see here we pass the 10 times of the rated current through the MCCB, and the MCCB should not trip at the 80% and should trip at 120% of the rated current. This test is being done automatically in the phase A, then B, then C, then together phase A and B in series, B and C and A and C. So this test unit do all these tests automatically and judge whether the MCCB is qualified or disqualified. If the MCCB is qualified, it goes to the next station, which is a thermal calibration and thermal verification station. And if it is disqualified, then it is automatically being weeded out so that it should not go to the next station. Now we are standing at the automatic thermal test unit. This unit do the thermal calibration for the MCCB, and this test is very important as far as the overload test is concerned. Now here you can see for every rated current we have the test current, which is the 2 ion, and this is the non-tripping and the tripping time band, and this one is the standard clearance gap. This is the gap we maintain between the bimetal screw and the tripping lever. And firstly I will show you how we maintain the gap. Then this MCCB pass automatically through this test station. There are 12 stations in this test bench, and we pass 2 ion the rated current, and once the high current is passed, the bimetal gets automatically heated, and then once bimetal is heated up, it pushes the tripping lever forward, and finally the MCCB trips through the overload mechanism. So this is how this test is being carried out. First, you can see here the test is going on. Yeah. So after we have passed the thermal test, the MCCB comes to this station. In this station, we assemble the arc chamber. These are some of the insulating plates. These are the side inserts which we assemble, and also the top cover and also the knob we assemble in this station before we do the HV test. And after this test, after we do all the assembly, the HV test is being carried out. But some of our customers need the semi-finished product like in a SKD format. So we do the assembly of the knob and the middle cover, which one is the old one. And after we do the HV test, we take out the old middle cover and the knob, and we put the new one before the shipment. So here you can see the assembly of is going on. Now we are standing at the high voltage testing station. Here you can see we passed 2.5 kV high voltage for 1 second, and the allowable milliampere is 20 milliampere. So this test is being done for each and every MCCB, and once the MCCB qualified the test, then only goes for the final packing station. Here is this test. Once the MCCB is qualified in all the series of tests, like first it starts with the open distance, then the over travel, second it starts with the automatic on off, then trip force, trip distance, then contact resistance. After that we check the magnetic delay, then we check the short delay, means thermal, after that the HV. So all the test has been carried out. Then finally here is the assembly of the top cover or the middle cover. Now which the old middle cover and the top cover we take out from here, and as per the customer's requirement we put the new top cover and the middle cover here, assemble it here in this stage, and after this the MCCB will be packed and will be sent to the customers. This is how the total process we follow. And with this you can see at each and every stage there is a kind of a measurement, automatic measurement, where we check the MCCB is qualified or not. And we also take the guarantee that once the MCCB passes all the stage, it will perform its function rigidly in site conditions also.
I think now through this video you will know more about us, because it is also taken this video in our workshop. And the MCCB is widely used in the different application area, and you can see this different application area in this slide. Our company pay more attention on the quality of the products. So for each MCCB, before we sell it in this market, we make the full complete certification on the MCCB. We made the certification in Kima Test Lab. Okay, now above is our today's topic on the MCCB. Thanks for your time to be here with us. Any further inquiry or requirement, please feel free to connect us. Bye bye.
Bye bye.